Class 9 Sound, Infrasonic and Ultrasonic Sound. We will see the applications of it.
Hello student, we will see some examples of the animals which are showing the range of infrasound and ultrasound that can be heard by them. As you know the definition of infrasonic sound, that is the sound wave with the frequency below 20 Hz, that is infrasonic sound, and the sound waves with the frequency more than that of the 20 kHz, that is called ultrasound. If we could hear infrasound, we would hear the vibrations of a pendulum, just as we hear the vibrations of wings of bee. Rhinoceros communicate using infrasound of frequency as low as 5 Hz. Whales and elephants produce the sound in the infrasound range. So from the given figure, you can see the different animals here and their range of hearing of the sound frequency. So 0 to 20, in that we can see the examples of elephant and whale. So they can hear the sound frequency waves of less than 20 Hz, means they can hear as low as the 5 Hz also. It is observed that some animals get disturbed before earthquake, means that if there is any disturbance in the plates of the earth and that tectonic movement of the plates, that can be heard by the some of the animals, and therefore these animals get disturbed before the earthquake. Earthquakes produce low frequency, that is infrasound, before the main shock waves which possibly alert the animals. Frequency higher than 20 kHz are called ultrasound, and it is produced by dolphins, bats and porpoises. Here in this figure you will see their examples. So whale, bats and porpoises, they can hear the sound waves of frequency more than 20 kHz. Moths of certain families have very sensitive hearing equipment. These moths can hear the high frequency quakes of the bat and know when bat is flying nearby and are able to escape capture. So rats also play games by producing the ultrasound. As people grow older, their ears become less sensitive to the higher frequencies and they are become unable to listen properly what we are speaking. So nowadays, due to the implications of the technology, hearing aids are produced and these hearing aids are used by the people with hearing loss may need it. A hearing aid is an electronic battery operated device. It contains microphone. The microphone converts the sound waves to the electrical signals and thus the hearing aid which containing microphone receives the sound from the outer atmosphere and convert it into electrical energy. Electrical energy is passed to an amplifier and it amplifies, means increasing the sound, and then moves it to a speaker. The speaker then converts the electrical signal into the sound waves and sends it to the ear and it provides clear hearing. Thus, these hearing aids are very useful for the person who are unable to listen properly. Now, what are the applications of ultrasound? The ultrasound are the sound waves with high frequency. Due to this, they can travel the long distances despite any obstacles between their paths. The ultrasound waves are used in clearing the parts of objects that are hard to reach, such as spiral tube or electronic components. Therefore, we can see here the application of the ultrasound due to its more speed. It can be used in clearing the hard parts of machinery or electronic components. In order to clean these objects, they are put in a solution and then ultrasonic sound waves are passed through the solution. As a result, the dust particles on the object can be detached easily and fall off them. Another application of the ultrasound is that it can recognize the tiny cracks in the metallic objects that are used in the manufacture of the large structures or constructions or buildings and scientific equipments. The presence of such cracks can lower the strength of these structures and machines. Hence, it is needed to find out such cracks present in the metallic objects or the constructions. Thus, the ultrasound waves are passed through the metallic objects or the scientific instrument to detect the waves that pass through the cracks. If there is crack in the metallic block or the construction or the equipment, then that sound waves come back, means reflect back. Here you see how these reflected sound waves come back. Suppose this is the metallic block and through that metallic block the sound waves are passed, ultrasound waves are passed in whole region, and at the another side of this metallic block some detectors are placed, means these are detectors. When ultrasound is passed through it and this metallic block and ultrasound, they are in the solution. So when these ultrasound waves are passed, if there is no crack, they goes completely through that metallic block. Means they passes completely through the block. But where there is crack in the metal, they remain at that point and reflect it back. And therefore, they can't reach forward towards this detector. And in this way, this detector easily find out the region where there is crack. Ultrasonic sound waves are also used in the medical process called as echocardiography. Now, echocardiography means the process in which ultrasound waves are passed through various parts of the heart in order to form the images of the organ. These waves are also used in the procedure called as ultrasonography. In this procedure, the ultrasonic sound waves are these are passed through the internal organs of the body in order to get their image, and thus if there is any defect in our body, these organs of the body get their image and we can easily find out the causes of diseases or any abnormalities in the organ. Ultrasound waves travel through the tissues of the body, and as soon as the density of the tissue changes, they reflect back. Thus, the reflected waves are then converted into electrical signals which form the images of the internal organs, and thus we can easily get or monitor or print these on the film. These images are then displayed and taken the print, and this technique is only called as ultrasonography. So once again we can see about ultrasonography, that is the technique in which ultrasonic sound waves travel through the tissues of the body and get reflected from a region where there is change of tissue density. These waves are then converted into electrical signals that are used to generate images of the organ. These images are then displayed and monitored or printed on the film. This technique is called as ultrasonography. Ultrasono means ultrasonic sound waves and graphy means image. So, image of these internal organs are taken by passage of ultrasonic sound. So, name is given as a ultrasonography. It is also used for the examination of fetus during pregnancy to detect congenital defects and growth abnormalities in the baby or the fetus. Ultrasound may be employed to break small stones formed in the kidneys into the fine grains. These grains later get flushed out with the urine. So, kidney stone as well as acidic stone, which are kidney stone produced in the kidney and acidic stone produced in the intestine or liver, these are also broken down by use of passage of ultrasound waves, and thus they broke these all small stones into the small grains or fine grains, and these grains can be later get flushed out through our excretory system or flush out with the urine. So in order to flush out through the urine, we need to drink more water. So these all are about applications of the sound. Now we are going to see about the another more important application of the ultrasound, that is sonar, SONAR, that is sound navigation and ranging. The acronym SONAR stands for Sound Navigation and Ranging. So here is the figure of ship. Why is it given? Because from the ship easily we can understand the depth of the ocean or depth of the water reservoir. Sonar is a device that uses ultrasonic sound waves to measure the distance, direction and speed of underwater object. So how does the sonar work? Sonar consists of transmitter and receiver. So in this figure at the bottom, this highlighted part of the ship shows two important components, that is receiver and transmitter. Here receiver, it converts the waves into electrical signals, and transmitter, here it measures the depth or the distance between the bottom of that water reservoir easily. Now this transmitter and detector means receiver, it is installed in a boat or a ship at the bottom of this ship. So we are going to see the how it is working. So the device used to find out the distance, direction and the speed of the object that are present under the water. The main components are transmitter and detector. For this sonar system, detector means receiver and another component is transmitter. The main function of the transmitter is the production and transmission of ultrasonic waves in the water. And for the receiver, as these waves travel underwater, they when hit by an object, they reflect back to the detector. Means The reflected rays are collected by the detector or the receiver, means these sound waves are received. The detector then converts these sound waves into electrical signals which are then interpreted with the help of detector. The distance of the object is calculated with the help of speed of the sound in water and time taken by the way to reach the detector. This process is called as echo ranging. What are the uses of sonar? Sonar is used to find the depth of water body such as sea, ocean, etc. It is also used in detecting the presence of underwater objects like submarines, hills, icebergs and ships. Now one more common fact, you know that how do bats search their prey? The bats generate ultrasonic sound waves. As these waves hit an object or prey, they get reflected back to the bat's ears. The bats can understand the nature of reflection of these waves and then can decide the position of the object or prey over their prey. Thus, these are emitted wave of the bat when it is producing the sound, that is ultrasonic sound. When these sound waves go here, it is the bat, it is producing these ultrasonic sound waves, and when these sound waves go near to the prey here acts as obstacle. That bat easily understand where is the position of the prey, because from that position these sound waves come back, means reflects back. As mentioned earlier, bats search out prey and fly in the dark night by emitting and detecting the reflections of ultrasonic waves. The high-pitched ultrasonic squeaks of the bat are reflected from the obstacles or prey and return to the bat's ear. The nature of reflections tells the bat where the prey is and what it is like. Porpoises also use ultrasound for navigation, that is detecting and location of the food in the dark. So here is about ultrasonic sound which is emitted by bat or porpoise in order to detect or navigate their prey.